For the first time in a long time, we've got a ton of potential investments for a major. Starting off with the souvenir packages for Austin right here, we've got a lot of things to go over. First up, we've got a keychain coming in. Finally, we're getting some unique factor for some of these souvenir packages, which is really cool. Along with every single playoff match is going to have a new souvenir highlight. We don't know exactly what that's going to be. We're going to have to wait and see, but it's a really good thing to show that Valve is definitely caring about souvenir packages. Now, breaking down the profitability of investing into souvenir packages. Traditionally, souvenir packages end up being a very select few that become very profitable, and a lot of them really fall out. If we want to look at the current map pool, we can see that Train, it's the first major we're going to be seeing the souvenir package. Honestly, a very opportunistic look on this. Could say that's going to be the most profitable. It's traditionally what we've seen in the past, that the first major in is a very good chance to potentially profit or be the most expensive. Out of all the souvenir packages, we don't really know. Vertigo was the one just removed from the previous map pool, and the best part about this is you actually don't have to use your tokens today. You can wait until after the major to see if any do get removed, in which case you're going to have ample time to buy the souvenir packages for them, which is what I would highly suggest to everyone, because that's going to be your best rate possible to get yourself some profit. Skinland is today's sponsor, and they're also sponsoring you with a free $10 on your first trade. It's where I personally sell my skins because you're going to be getting the highest rate out there. They're offering a maximum amount of money in a minimum amount of time, and it's going to be nearly instant with tons of different payout options. Combine that with their massive marketplace where you're going to be able to buy anything in the entire game you're looking for, with a ton of different deposit options here as well. Right now, this is the #1 place to go ahead and sell or buy skins in my personal opinion, so go ahead, use code MasterShiny and check them out today. Now, a lot of people ask about the viewer pass, should they be buying it? It really comes down to what you want. If you're trying to make profit off the viewer pass, redeeming it is going to be a guaranteed loss. It's going to be $10 for the normal one and $18 for the one with 3 tokens. If you do the one with 3 tokens and you get a diamond coin, you're going to be breaking even at best. You're going to get a value of 6 souvenir packages. The normal pass, you can get 3 maximum, and then obviously you can buy more. I would say if you want to invest into the viewer pass, that's a separate discussion. Personally, it's not for me. It usually gets quite inflated in the amount of investors, but there is potential in that area. Overall, if you're trying to redeem it though, you're going to be getting a guaranteed loss, but you're going to get access to everything for the Austin Major, and 50% of the proceeds do go to the teams. Now, starting off with our capsules. First up, we got the legends here, and oh my gosh, I really wish Mongols was not in this capsule. Traditionally, Mongols is one of the worst stickers in the entire game to have inside of your capsule when it comes to overall sticker value. They drag down the whole capsule entirely, and that's really disappointing because the other 17s are actually quite solid. We've got Maus and we've got Aurora, which are definitely going to be the two I'm most interested in. Maus traditionally just always has that big following. Aurora is a very new team, and we've not seen a sticker before from them inside of a Legends capsule. Is absolutely crazy to see. There could be a lot of demand or there could be a little demand. We don't exactly know. Now, this is one of the capsules that's going to most benefit directly from the fact that these are not borderless stickers, because we've got a ton of big name teams here. Vitality, Liquid, Spirit, Navi, G2 are all teams with a ton of borderless stickers out there, so it could be a great option to have them from the Austin Major here, because they're obviously going to be looking a little bit different than the rest of the other stickers that they've got a ton of already. Then we've got our Challengers capsule, which is going to be very interesting for 2 specific stickers. We'll talk about those in a quick second. Otherwise, we've got 3D Max, which is only their 2nd sticker and how they're looking right now, but the big ones are going to be M80 and Falcons. Both of these are brand new stickers coming into the game, which are definitely going to be garnering a high amount of demand. The M80 logo is very applicable to a lot of different crafts, and overall people are a big fan of it. Now, Falcons, it's their first major as well, so their sticker is going to be desirable. Probably not as much as M80, but still desirable. The biggest thing is there's a lot of repeat offenders inside of this capsule. We've got Furia, FaZe, Virtus Pro, Pain Gaming, which are okay. They're all solid. None of them are bad. MIBR is once again one of those stickers like Mongols where there's just barely any demand for it, so it drags down the whole capsule entirely. Unfortunate, but overall this capsule is quite solid, and M80 is definitely going to be the standout in my personal opinion from what we're going to be seeing from this capsule. Now, talking about the most exciting capsule of them all, it's hands down the Contenders capsule. We've got so many unique logos we've never seen before. We've got Mesaport, we've got Bet Boom, we've got Bait, we've got Complexity, which we haven't seen in a very long time, NRG with a new logo that we have not seen at all. Then we've got the Sea Warriors, and there's also a lot of really desirable teams inside of this as well. We've got Tyloo, we've got Linvision, we've got FlyQuest, we've got Fluxo, we've got so many things. This thing is jam-packed. OG, we haven't seen them in a while as well. This is one of the most jam-packed capsules we have ever seen for this game. With 16 teams, it's one of the highest amount of stickers when we're talking about the autograph here. It's absolutely insane, and that's the biggest potential that comes along with this capsule. There is so many teams inside of it. The odds of getting any individual sticker is 50% less than a normal capsule, which is obviously really hard to get an individual team there as well. This means that either 1, a lot of these capsules are going to have to be unboxed, or 2, going to be a huge opportunity because people are always going to be in demand for these stickers, which is either going to drive the capsule price up afterwards, or we'll just see an increase in demand overall. It's a crazy opportunity that I'm seeing right here. We don't know exactly what's going to happen happen, but I'm going to be keeping my eyes on it because I think this is the biggest potential area for profit when we're talking about the Austin Major, at least currently. Now, because these are not borderless, a lot of people have really been looking at these past capsules, and I will definitely say the opportunity is definitely there when we're talking about something like Paris at a 9-cent price point. It is now creeped up to maybe 12 or 15 cents. That's a crazy percentage return, but you got to realize we're working at very low numbers here. These capsules are still 50% below the price they were sold at initially, and you got to remember how many of them exactly were sold. I definitely don't think this is a bad thing for investors when we're talking about previous majors. Overall, though, major capsule investing has really been at a standstill. There's so many borderless alternatives out there that it's really only the ones at a super low price point or with a distinguishable quality that are going to directly benefit because of what we're seeing in the Austin Major right here. I don't think it's a bad thing once again. However, I would not be making some massive investment into previous capsules because of exactly what we're seeing right here for the Austin Major. We're going to have to see Valve reoccurring with these non-borderless themes if we want to see some real major price movement for these previous capsules. Now, talking about autograph capsules, it's a very slippery slope. I'll be completely honest in saying that some of these have ended up being one of the most profitable investments for overall majors that we've seen previously. However, the majority of them have really ended up not being too much special. It's very common that we see an autograph capsule out of the 3 shoot up in price, the other 2 stay stagnant at best. Overall, I'd be very concerned about iterating a large portion of my investment into autograph capsules here. However, there is a lot to break down. Obviously, your Legends has got your high tier autographs that people are really desirable for, and obviously they look brand new. You've also got your Contenders capsule, which has the most amount of stickers I think I've ever seen inside of one specific capsule. It's going to be absolutely insane hunting for some of these, and if there's any one specific sticker, it's going to be extremely expensive. Then you've got your Challengers, which is just middle of the pack. Honestly, I don't see too much really coming from this area, but overall, these are going to be a very questionable investment at best for me personally. You got your Champions capsule as well, which is just a complete no-no, but I would definitely say stay very cautious inside this area for autograph capsules. Now, if you're looking for guaranteed profit, there is one super easy way, and that's just be there when the 75% off sale drops. The truth is the ROIs on these things are absolutely insane when that 75% off sale drops, and you're going to be able to capitalize instantly. Now, you will have to wait a week to sell your items, but the truth is the prices don't drop enough. If you can get there in the first hour or two to unbox these items, you can make a massive amount of money, but make sure you're unboxing the right capsules. Make sure you're unboxing the ones with the highest ROIs, and overall, remember, this is something that gets more and more risky as the night progresses and may only be profitable for the first 30 minutes or so. It really depends on the situation. Now, finally, what investments would I be making? First up, remember, there's going to be a 75% off sale, and you should not make any investments until that hits. Otherwise, I'm keeping my eye on that Contenders capsule. That is an unprecedented amount of 16 teams in one capsule. The opportunities there are absolutely insane, and I honestly think this is going to be one of the most interesting things we've seen in a long time. Otherwise, I would say definitely avoid the autographs, and the Legends and the Challengers are probably going to be your run-of-the-mill standard capsule investment, which we don't know what's going to happen here because obviously they're not borderless, but I would still stay very cautious for everything here. That's all I got. Thanks so much for giving the rest of your day.